Good evening. Welcome on back to more fun and excitement and dominion here on From Day One. Where we left off in the afternoon, we had Judge Simpson trying to get through a subset's moronic fuse. We continue now with that situation.
I got the account attached to my name with my social and my information.
Oh, they're pulling from the U.S. Treasury because of that?
Say that again?
So because of that, they're pulling from the U.S. Treasury?
I mean, they're charging the account. So this account has my information tied into it, which is showing that it's already prepaid. So what they're trying to do is Peninsula is trying to make me repay.
You've never paid anything, so they're not trying to make you repay. They're trying to make you pay.
So how did we get here if I never provided my information to Peninsula Space?
We got here because you have never provided them anything.
Okay.
To pay on this account in U.S. dollars or anything evidencing U.S. dollars. That's how we're here.
Correct.
For 5 months. You haven't done that.
Okay. So in the contract, it says payment and then specify what type of payment.
I'm asking you, have you paid them in U.S. dollars?
No, payment and credit.
But you have no credit.
Yeah, this is evident.
Hold on.
Okay.
In order to pay in credit, if you will,
You actually have
must
to
have something that evidences a balance on that credit. I've already asked you once. Why not? I'll ask you again. Show me something that evidences the credit.
That shows the credit?
Yes, you moron.
This birth certificate and a social security number showing my line of credit that I applied.
So how much is in that line of credit?
You say how much is in the line of credit?
Sure. If you got a line of credit, it's got to have a value. So how much is in it?
I believe everybody has $1 billion.
I didn't ask everybody.
Billion?
I'm asking how much is in your line of credit?
Well, with a Peninsula place, whatever.
No, I'm asking you. You're saying that your birth certificate and the Social Security, you have a line of credit. I don't believe that to be the case, but what the heck? Let's ask you, how much is then in your line of credit?
Not sure.
So if you're not sure how much is in there, and you give them this thing that evidences, as you're saying, just take this 1 month of $662.12, you don't know if that can be subtracted from that credit you supposedly have.
I'm believing at least $1 billion worth of credit.
Oh, you have $1 billion worth of credit.
We all have credit.
Well, I'm not worried at this point about anybody else's credit. I'm worried about yours. You're saying you have $1 billion. But you have nothing that shows me that you have $1 billion worth of credit.
That's because he doesn't, Your Honor. He doesn't even have something that probably has $100.
Mr. Lane, plaintiff is claiming that you owe them $3,320.17. Tell me every reason why I should not give them a judgment for that amount.
That's going against the Michigan Consumer Protection Act.
What particular provision are you claiming in the Michigan Consumer Protection Act?
Enter into a consumer transaction in which the consumer waives to waive right benefit or immunity provided by law unless the waiver clearly state and the consumer has specified consent to it. I never gave no consent.
What if they asked you to waive?
You said where they asked me to waive my rights.
To what?
Consumer.
As a consumer of what?
You said consumer of what?
Yeah.
Of this contract.
What rights did they ask you to waive?
My interest.
What interest?
I have an interest in this so-called contract.
Oh, you do? You also have certain obligations under that contract.
So I have obligations.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Like payment.
Okay. According to, like I say, landlord and tenant relationship, pay the landlord for all the rent arranged under this rental agreement. That's basically what I have the security deposit for.
No, your security deposit is not under Michigan law for that reason.
What is for, Your Honor? That's what it says, security deposit permissible uses.
I mean, there is no security deposit under this lease. They do not require a security deposit. It's zero.
Even worse.
Mm-hmm. You are correct, Justin.
Under which
You don't have a security deposit.
Your security deposit is zero. You did not pay a security deposit when you moved in. This client does not require a
you
security
say move in. All this from where?
And even if you had one, the Security Deposit Act, you can't apply it.
Sir.
So, what other reason do you have why you don't owe this money?
Yeah, we'd like to hear it.
And what other reason?
Yeah, you told me Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act, which you haven't pointed to a particular provision. You talked about a security deposit of which you have none, so that can't be a reason. I don't know, and you haven't pointed to anything under the Landlord-Tenant Relationship Act that would even be applicable in this particular case regarding the monies that you owe. You cited the Michigan Consumer Protection Act. There's been no benefit that they've denied you, no interest that they've denied you. So that can't apply. Give me anything else as to why you don't owe this.
Anything else why I don't know.
Correct. That's what
I don't understand what else that you're looking for. Like I said,
I want you to tell me every reason why I should not say and give them a judgment for this, the $3,320.17 plus their cost.
In other words, why shouldn't they say that they win?
so, Your Honor, I'm sorry, can you repeat that again?
Which part?
You're saying, so how is this not like a contract of adhesion that is more beneficial to Peninsula Place?
I don't know what that meant. Explain what you're trying to say to me.
So, it's two parties, and I consider the weaker part. So they wrote this contract and all in the benefit for them. So where did I have any say so in this contract?
You wouldn't have
Well,
signed.
you had the big say so of no. You didn't have to sign it.
So like that's false and misleading. They will never know.
No, it's not false and misleading.
It's supposed
They
to be
didn't.
disclosure.
They didn't force you to sign it. You signed it.
So I'm signing. So is this a loan that I'm getting from Peninsula Place?
No, you are not getting a loan from Peninsula Place.
So,
You are renting an apartment.
correct.
In consideration for the use of that apartment, which belongs to Peninsula Place, you're to pay them rent. You haven't for the last 5 months. Actually, you didn't pay it before then because Sarah paid it, but you haven't paid rent for the last 5 months.
Yeah, no, all bills are prepaid.
No,
No.
they're not. Your bill is not prepaid.
Like I said, it's in the positive balance. If I owe anything, it will be in the negative.
No.
I don't even know what that means because your
That means he's
positive versus
stupid.
negative is different than anybody else I've ever come across.
You said my positive is
Yes, right now you're in the negative of about $3,320.17.
Ghana. When I log into my portal, it shows a positive balance. I can't owe something in a positive balance. It's just if I log into my app on my mobile device to look at my bank account, it's in a positive balance.
Your bank account.
Yes, this is a positive balance. If I owe anything, it will be.
So you have the money. So you have $3,320.17.
I'm giving an example.
What's giving an example?
If I owe anything, it would be in the negative.
No.
I don't know what that means.
Means
You
he's
don't have
down.
a credit on this account. You owe them $33.20.17.
If I don't have a credit, how did they make up an account number with all my information? I had to give them something.
Yeah. You gave them your information. The only thing you haven't done is give
Giving
them
him
money.
So in other words, you're telling me that I have to repay them, which is already paid.
You've never paid it. No matter how many times you keep saying it, you never paid it.
Like I said,
You've never paid anything since October.
I have federal questions.
You have federal questions. Okay, well, you can take those up where they'll hear those. I don't know what federal questions you have because every state question that you attempted to try to raise falls flat on its face. There's no violation of the Michigan Consumer Protection Act. There's no violation of the Truth in Renting Act. You haven't paid anything. You won't show me an account where that even evidences that you had the money. You haven't paid it.
That is correct, Your Honor.
So this account right here doesn't show my name, Your Honor.
You don't have an account. If you're talking about a financial account, you don't have an account. You haven't shown me one. I've asked you for it. You haven't shown it to me.
Like I said, the account is right here, Your Honor.
That's not your account.
So who account is it? It has my name on it.
You keep calling it an account. It is not an account. You'll have a lot of things that will have your name on them. They aren't your account.
They're tied into with me, and I have an interest.
Okay. You can have an interest. You can have all of that. You have nothing where they could go and get cash. Nothing where they could go and get anything that would even remotely represent payment on this account. And you haven't done so for the last 5 months.
So, yeah, on this ledger, it say payments credit.
Look, I'm not going to sit up there and go back and forth with you on that. I've asked you just plain out. Tell me every reason why you don't think you owe this money.
Your Honor. Is he going to answer? Your Honor?
So, Your Honor, I'm a responsible party, and I gave my endorsements. They accepted. I'm demanding pay. They never gave me pay. Like I said, I have my birth certificate, I have the social security number showing that I am.
Do you have a bank account?
My bank account? What does the bank account have to do with?
Because that's usually how people pay for their rent.
Your Honor, all I'm doing is enforcing my rights.
I'm not sure which rights you think you're enforcing.
The stupidity right of being stupid.
Because I haven't heard one yet. Is there any other reason you believe that you don't owe this $33.20.17 that you have not already stated to me?
Any other reason?
Yes. For the love of God, yes.
No, I don't have any other reason besides, like I said, Your Honor, it's already prepaid. And they're trying to make me pay twice. acting in dishonor, accepting and not returning, not saying anything of it. They not accepting. So they've been taking it ever since I started, maybe March last year.
Ma'am, your name is?
It's Dane.
Dane. Full name?
Dane Hogan.
Miss Hogan. And what is your position within the supply?
I'm the property general manager.
Okay. And you would be familiar with the books and ledger regarding this particular unit?
Yes.
You had an opportunity to review that prior to coming to court today.
Yes, ma'am.
Is it true that $3,320.17 is the balance that's owed on this account?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Sir, is there any other reason why you don't think you owe that money?
One more chance.
Because I'm about ready to rule.
And you're not going to like it.
Well, I was supposed to get a jury trial.
No.
No. I set this for trial sometime back in December, actually.
So you waived it for a non-jury trial.
Sir, you gave no objection nor requested a jury trial.
Correct, Your Honor.
I gave no objection. Okay.
When I set the date on December 23rd, there was no objection to it. And because you had not requested a jury trial at any given point. So I'm not even going to get into that. You waived that right. Any other reason why you don't think you owe the money that's been testified to, sir?
No, Your Honor.
All right. Mr. Pantera, you forego closing argument.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Is there anything else you want to say to the court?
So I have federal questions to appeal.
Yeah. As soon as I enter my judgment, you'll be able to appeal all you want, if you can perfect it. So, the court, having heard the testimony in this case, the court would find that plaintiff has sustained their burden of showing that the defendant owes $3,320.17 in outstanding rent and charges on this account. And the court would order a judgment to the plaintiff in that amount plus its cost. That would constitute then the redemption amount on this premises. The defendant would have 10 days to pay that. It means he would have to pay that by February 24th, or a writ of restitution or order of eviction may issue. I will sign a judgment.
Should I show it to Mr. Laughlin?
Show it to him if you'd like, or you can present it in court. I've issued my judgment.
In other words, it's been done. Big surprise he isn't moving. Still waiting.
The court has signed that judgment. Thank you.
And that will be the end of it. So that we come to a close for this day. Come on back tomorrow for more fun as we continue to march along here from day one. Have a great night, everybody.